Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you are all safe at your home. In the previous class, we had discussed the first two pages of our first chapter. That was Down the Rabbit Hole. That was taken, a short part that was taken from Alice Adventures in Wonderland. And in the previous class, we had discussed about the White Rabbit and Alice. Alice was just sitting under the tree, and all of a sudden she sees a rabbit, and that rabbit appears to be quite different, and so she starts running after the rabbit because she was curious enough to know that what this rabbit was, or she just wanted to know more about the rabbit, and so she starts running after the rabbit, and suddenly she goes through the rabbit hole, and she was passing through the tunnel, and then she lands on a, what was it, dry leaves, and heap of sticks. She lands on some sticks and dry leaves, and then she doesn't even lose a second, and the moment she stands up, she again starts running after the rabbit. But while the rabbit just takes a corner, and she was also running after it, suddenly she loses the sight of the rabbit, and the rabbit is gone. Now she finds herself in a long, low hall, and she moves around the hall, and then in the first time she doesn't find anything, but in the next time she finds a glass table, and there was a golden key kept on it. So she sees around, there were many doors, but they were all locked. She tries on all of them, but that doesn't open because the hole, either what happened, the key was quite tiny, it was very small, whereas the doors, the holes of the lock of the doors, they were quite large, they didn't fit. So she was now thinking what to do, and then again she makes a round, and now, to her being surprised, she finds a curtain, and just behind the curtain she sees a door that was 15 inches high. She tries to open the door, and now the door opens, and she finds the beautiful garden over there, but she cannot go through the door because she is quite large for that, and so she starts wishing if she could shut up like a telescope. Up to this we had discussed, and the questions that I had given you, I'm very happy by your response that you have already written those answers, you have made the answers by yourself. Keep it up, and you have also gone through your chapter quite well, and the word meanings also you have learned. It's very good thing. So now we'll proceed, we'll just complete the last some of the parts which are left. So she was waiting to become smaller. Now let's see what happens if she is able to become smaller or not, because she'll have to go through the door. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door, so she went back to the table, half hoping she might find another key on it, or a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. Now, because many things were happening which were not real, which are not usual, because you remember the first time she makes the round, she doesn't find anything. The next time she makes a round, she finds a glass table. Then the next time she doesn't find any that small door, but the next time she gets that door. So many unusual things were happening, so that's why she thought maybe something will happen this time, let's go and see. This time she found a little bottle on it which certainly was not here before. Now, as I said, the last time the bottle was not there on the table. Nothing was there on the table. But this time she finds the bottle on the table, and where it was written, on the bottle it was written, which certainly was not here before, said Alice, and tied round the neck of the bottle. You know, where you hold, the neck, I think, where the bottle cap is tied, that is called the neck. This is the very smaller part, or just let me show you. Here we will hold, yeah, and this is called our neck of the bottle, okay. And tied round the neck of the bottle was a paper label. There was something labeled there with the words "Drink Me," beautifully printed on it in large letters, and there was written that it told her to drink whatever was there in the bottle. It was all very well to say "drink me." It was very easy to say "drink me," but the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. But she was not going to do anything in a rush. What she did? No, I'll look first, she said, and see whether it's marked poison or not. She would not drink anything, any random thing, but she was going to examine now that if it was marked poison or not, because she had read in several nice little stories about children that if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with you sooner or later. Now, if you drink from any bottle marked poison, you know what is going to happen with you. Sooner or later, you are gone. Okay. So, but she was not going to do this. She was going to be very careful. However, this bottle was not marked poison. But in reality, this was not marked poison. So, Alice ventured to taste it. So, she was not sure what to do. Shall I taste it? Shall I not? She was in dilemma. She was not sure what to do. So she thought, okay, let me take the risk. Let me just try once that what happens. Finding it, so she took the risk of tasting it, and to her taste, she found that it was very nice. It had a nice flavor. It had, in fact, a sort of mixed flavor of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. She very soon finished it off, and she was just about to take a sip, or maybe she was about to drink a little, but as she found the flavor very tasty, she just finished it off. She just finished the bottle off. What a curious feeling, said Alice, and after she drank from the bottle, there was certainly another kind of feeling for her. I must be shutting up like a telescope, and she said that she was feeling that maybe she was becoming smaller. And so it was indeed. Yes, she was becoming smaller. She was now only 10 inches high. And you remember what was the height of the door? It was only 15 inches high. And she was now enough smaller to get through the door. And her face brightened up at the thought that she was now the right size for going through the little door into that lovely garden. And she was very happy that, yeah, now I can go and I can watch the lovely garden. First, however, she waited for a few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further, because she was going down. A person is this much tall, but the person is going down, 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 and the person is becoming smaller. So she was waiting, if I'm going to become more smaller. After a while, finding that nothing more happened, but to an extent she had become smaller, now nothing more happened, no movement anymore. She decided on going into the garden at once. Now it was confirmed that she was not going to become any more smaller, and so now she decided that I'll go into the garden. But alas, for poor Alice, when she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key. She forgot the key. She forgot that the tiny golden key and when she went back to the table for it, she had kept it on the table, because what happened? She took the key, opened the door. She couldn't get through the door. She came back, kept on the table. She saw that the bottle was there. She drank from the bottle and the key was kept on the table itself. Yes. Within that excitement, she forgot everything, that she had actually kept the key on the table. Now what is going to happen? It's very interesting. When she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key, and when she went back to the table for it, she found she could not possibly reach it because she had become very smaller now and her hands couldn't reach the table. She could see it quite plainly through the glass because the table was made of glass. So she could see from the bottom through the glass that the key was kept there. And she tried her best to climb up one of the legs of the table, but it was too slippery. Why slippery? Because it was made of glass and that was slippery. And when she had tired herself out with trying, she was trying and trying. She was tired, and so she became tired and she started crying. "Come, there's no use in crying like that," said Alice to herself rather sharply. "I advise you to leave off this minute." She gave her advice herself that there is no use in crying like this. Let us leave right now. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she rarely followed it. She gave herself advice, but she didn't follow. Soon her eye fell on a little glass box that was lying under the table. She opened it and found in it a very small cake on which the words "Eat me" were beautifully marked in currants. It was very beautifully written there in a box. She found a box now under the table, and she saw that it was written there, "Eat me," were beautifully marked in currants. "Well, I'll eat it," said Alice, "and if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key, and if it makes me grow smaller, I can creep under the door." So either way, she will be benefited. If she becomes larger, she'll get the key and she'll go out of that, or otherwise she'll go from that means in below the door. So either way, I'll get into the garden and I don't care which happens. She ate a little bit and said anxiously to herself, "Which way? Which way?" Holding her hand on the top of her head. She was holding her hand on the top of her head and she was now thinking, which way am I going? Am I going taller or am I becoming smaller? To feel which way it was growing, and she was quite surprised to find that she remained the same size. She did not change. Neither her size increased nor it went down. This is what generally happens when one eats cake. But Alice had got so much into the way of expecting nothing but out of the way things to happen that it seemed quite dull and stupid for life to go in the common way. Now, Alice had got into a pattern that she was expecting this would happen, and the very next moment that happened. Okay, but in this way, life does not go on. Okay, and life gives you some point of time where you have to realize the truth, the reality you need to face. In all the time, you cannot get everything that you will expect. In that way, life becomes too boring and dull. So she set to work and very soon finished off the cake. Alice meets many peculiar creatures in the magical land she has entered and has many more strange experiences. The white rabbit appears again and again. This is about the rest of the novel. But in our first part, up to here, it ends that she has the cake, she eats the cake, and then she leaves from there. So I hope you have understood this chapter, and you go through this chapter once more, and then you will get your question answers. And yes, one more thing I'll provide you. You complete it, and in the next class I'll give you some of the grammatical exercise to complete. Up to then, stay safe. Thank you.